Bluesboyjag here with yet another 4-string cigar box guitar lesson. I've had a couple people in the last week or so say, show me some boogie woogie 4-string stuff. So I picked up my 4-string and I put the capo on the 2nd fret, which brings us up to A. Normally this would be a G tuned, but now we're in A with the capo on the 2nd fret. So I thought I'd show you a couple little licks we can play with the capo here. So this is G, D, G, B tuning. But capo brings it up to the 2nd fret, which is A. So tune it normal to G, D, G, B. So what we have here is a couple of different options. Well, actually a whole bunch of different options. So first finger's on 1, 1. Capo, of course, is on the 2nd fret. And I've got my 2nd finger on 3, 2. And if you listen to this for a second, that sounds like your Keith Richards riff, right? Well, it is. It's exactly the same. So first finger's on 1, 1, and your 2nd finger's on 3, 2. This makes a really good 4-chord. Remember the 1, 4, 5? So here's your 1, which is A. The 4 is going to be D, and the 5 will be E. So I'm just going to do a straight shuffle just to kind of get your ear acclimated. We're going to change this up drastically in a second. But that's your A chord shuffle. Now when we move up to here, that would be your D chord. You're probably familiar with this already. I'm using my 2nd finger on the 3rd string, toggling between that and 0. No fingers, and 1 finger on 2, 3. Now, of course, when we go to the 4 chord, we're going to slide up to here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And there's several things we can do here. I've got my pinky 2 frets above the 1st finger. 1st finger's barring all the way across, and I'm using my pinky only on the 3rd string. So I'm doing a shuffle. So my pinky is 2 frets above the 1st finger. So that's one little shuffle thing you can do. The next one is do the same thing, but now we're using your 3rd finger instead of the pinky here. And we have the 1st finger on the 2nd string. So that's going to be on your 6th fret on the 1st string, 2nd finger. I had to make sure that was right. And I've got my 3rd finger, and that's going to be on the 3rd string. On the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7th fret. That's your classic Keith Richards. Which makes a great 4-chord. So I'm going back and forth here between that same, it's called a suspended chord. So that'd be a D suspended. And then this would be your A suspended. It looks totally different, and that's because I've already got the capo there, so I don't need to do a bar. So when I do this, it's exactly the same as this. Because that's your 1st finger. Think of it that way. So, you can get a lot of chords out of this tuning and out of the capo position. So listen to these chords. Pretty much identical, right? So I'm just going to do a little bit of free-form boogie. So what I'm doing is a typical shuffle, but I'm mixing it up a little bit. So I'm playing the open chords, and then the 3rd fret, and then all open again. That's your shuffle, your typical shuffle. You can also go to the 2nd string on the 3rd fret. kind of walk around, experiment. So that's your typical walking blues there. And we're just mixing it all up here just to show you exactly what you can do here. Now I'm using my second finger on that third fret. And my first finger on the first string, third fret. One of my favorite things to do here is a pull-off. What I'm doing is strumming and doing a pull-off. I'm pulling off that third string, third fret. But I'm still strumming with his hand all the way through. And I'm sort of just kind of randomly playing different notes to see which ones work. First finger and third finger is all I'm using here. And I've got a fret in between them, so I'm basically playing the third and the fifth fret. And experimenting with the different strings to see what happens, see how it sounds. What I did a minute before. First finger on the first string, first fret, second finger on the third string, second fret. And that's your classic Keith Richards kind of a thing. So we're going to do some boogie here. We're going to kind of throw all those little things together. We're going to move up and down the fretboard and change fingers and change strings with this open A. Second finger, I'm sorry, second string, first finger, pulling off. Then I'm jumping over to the first string, same fret, but I'm starting with the up strum. All these licks can be played in an open tuning without the capo as well. This just brings you up to the key of A because we're on the second fret. So all those licks that you normally play with your open tuning all those licks, we're playing the exact same licks but with a capo on the second fret. We got the walking bass pattern and everything. So what am I getting to here? Well, one chord jam. So let me show you a couple of pull-offs here. Start with the up strum. Using my first finger on that third fret. Starting out with no fingers at all. And then I'm using my first finger on the first string, third fret. Pull it off and do an up down with your right hand. Now I'm moving it to the second string, exact same lick. And the third string and the fourth. Now we're just going to very slowly jump between all those options, but now I'm going to add another fret. I've got the fifth fret and the second fret. So not only am I going to be changing from the first string to the second, third, and fourth and jumping around randomly string-wise, I'm going to be jumping around randomly fret-wise. That's hard to say. Fret-wise. Up close and slow. First and third finger. First finger is on the third fret. Third finger is on the fifth. And we're going to pretty much concentrate on just those frets when I do fret. Otherwise, it's the open. Notice how these fingers are flopping around. I cannot do this without those fingers flopping and choking. I just love that. I should probably name this video Flopping and Choking. Now, how am I choking that? You're hearing those notes stop, right? But I'm not choking with my fretting hand. I mean, with my strumming hand. I'm choking with the fretting hand. So you throw all those things together. We'll start out with a simple pull-off, doing the shuffle. Now I'm going to start choking. I'm just walking down from 5 to 3. And I'm doing the 5 on the second string, and then the same thing on the first. Now we throw in the chokes, and we make it real funky, choking with the fretting hand. Pressing down my first finger on the first string, 3rd fret, and I'm choking with the 2nd and 3rd and the 4th, just flopping down, killing it. One lick I want to show you before I close out, sliding up that 3rd string, 3rd fret to the 5th. You can do this on any string, really. Sliding up, but strumming all the strings. This is a 7th chord right here. That would be an A7. And then when I slide up, it's just an A chord. How about trying that on the next string, Jag? That one doesn't sound so good. 1st string. Yeah, that works. That's consonant, doesn't sound bad. How about we do some slow boogie and then we'll wrap it up. Basically just kind of jump around using my 1st and 3rd fingers. Now don't forget that chord. That's your suspended chord, Keith Richards, and your pinky. You can add that on the 1st string, 3rd fret. Don't forget your pull-offs. So when we do all that boogie stuff, you've got plenty of notes, you've got plenty of places to slide from. And next time I'm going to be doing some choking with the fretting hand, and we'll concentrate on that. One more quick boogie. Ooh, I forgot that. Your 5 chord. Did I mention that? I think I did. Maybe I didn't. I like to use my 1st finger on the 3rd fret, 1st string. So third finger on 1-3 and first finger is on 2-2. You can also wrap your thumb around. So I'm using my thumb on the 3rd fret, 2nd fret, and 0. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Those requests coming, and we'll see you next time.